Nathan, it's good to see here that the stalls are going back, well, at least some of them. What's happening now?
So we're just putting back the corporation stalls. So they're going back into the Abbey. They started, I'd say, around about three to 4 weeks ago. The stalls, the base is going in, so the stone base is going in now. We're putting back in the oak trims. Then we'll have a softwood frame. The floorboards, the grills will go back, and then the pews will sit back in on top of the original floor. So we've got pews at the back and the corporation stalls at the front.
And of course, behind you, looking back towards the west end, the body of the Abbey is now completely empty. Now that bit is finished, isn't it? Everything that needs doing has been done.
So the physical work is done. So all the way through the nave, that's now complete. It's all clear. There's nothing going into that space. We have got the choir stalls to go back. They'll go back in the crossing in this section. The dais is currently in place, obviously, because we're building the corporation stalls. The dais is there for Sunday services. But aside from the AV system, which we need to install, the physical work is largely done.
AV for audio visual?
Audio visual, yeah. So the speakers, the new screens will be mounted to the columns on the aisles, and the speakers are going back in place down through the nave.
What is left to be done now? I mean, thank you very much. You've given me an excellent tour of down below. But basically, where are we now with regards to completion of the project?
So in terms of the Abbey, we've got the corporation stalls going back in. That should be completed in July. We've got the AV, the audio-visual system, that still needs to be installed. So that will be over the next month or two that we need to do that. As part of the building of the corporation stalls, there's work that's integrated into that. And then that will be the Abbey complete. We have the song school, which is active. The office, new staff office, is active. We've got people in there. The choirs are back in the song school. The vaults, for the learning program, we're looking at triggering that in the autumn, so that will come in line with the return of the schools in September. The shop, we're hoping, will be ready to fit out in August, so that should be open again later in the autumn. And the Discovery Centre, which is the main, the visitor attraction for the Abbey, that will be early 22.
It's an amazing space down below. How has it been working with that facility?
Well, in terms of the space, I mean, the flow from the Abbey floor all the way through the vaults, all the way through to the song school, it's fantastic. The architects have done a great job to visualise that. All those years ago, when the vaults were still the old museum, it's taken a huge amount of vision and a lot of work from Emery's and the design team to bring these spaces together. It's a fantastic facility. So we're hoping that we can get more people through once all the facilities are open. The schools program is up and running. Visitors will be allowed to go through the vaults, through the Discovery Centre. Obviously, we've got new visitor toilets, which is
do you know,
that
is the little thing that is going to be very, very important. Finally, after 800 years.
Yep, and I'm sure we've got enough toilets for the visitors we're going to receive. So yeah, it's a great facility, and we can't wait to get people into the new spaces.
It was very nice for me today to say hello to Charles Kernock, who I know you're showing around. Charles was here at the very beginning as the first project director, and you're the man who's going to sign it all off. How do you think you're going to feel at that point?
Well, of course, you know, a lot of this work is down to the energy and the drive that Charles and Edward Mason had all those years ago to get Footprint up and running. Huge amount of work from them and from the design team. So for me, I get the privilege of finishing the work, and maybe not all the credit. I think a lot of that, there's a huge amount of people involved. So yeah, we're looking forward to celebrating, and yeah, ultimately welcoming people in, get Footprint finished, and then look forward to whatever comes in the future, more development.